Hey everybody, I hope you can hear me. I'm a little early. Wanted to see if we could get past some of the issues of some of the. Hello everybody, can you see me? Okay, hope that you can see me now. All right, there's somebody. Hey, hola, hola. All right, we're going to get started here a little bit early just because of want to make sure we didn't have any issues. My name's Kathrine Skaggs, and it is April 6th, 2020. And our world is going through a lot of crazy stuff. And today I'm going to do a live painting to bring in healing energy, to support you in clearing out the fear, support you in abundance, support you in being in your heart space and knowing that all is well despite the appearances of the wildness, to help you step inward and to heal and to clean away all these old instinctual patterns that aren't working so that we can come into a new reality. And I had one of you, Barbara Syracuser, she had inspired me to call in an animal spirit or a totem to help us with these times, which I'm very excited about. She actually told me about a Japanese spirit named Amabie that was known several centuries ago to come in, and it's a mermaid type creature with 3 legs and a beak, and it's a very wild looking creature. But it is a creature that is to inspire abundance, but also to help protect about epidemics. So since we have a pandemic, I thought, what a great idea. We're going to call in a spirit, and it might be the Amabie, I don't know. I feel it strongly, to come and support us in feeling protected and shifting up to a higher frequency. Hello, everyone. I'm going to offer you a little bit of sage here to bring in these energies, to clean away, to make this a sacred and joyful process. And I tell you one thing I've been feeling very profoundly is this energy. I gotta get another camera to start here. We got this energy to protect us. So I'm going to bring in a diamond shape that is actually connected to protection, setting up an energetic space with sacred geometry. We're going to start out with this turquoise green. It's probably going to turn into more of a emerald green as I work on this, but this is going to help set up space. And if you'd like, imagine visualizing this yourself around your home, around your body, with the energy that this is a protective geometric field that we're working with to change the energies, to change the frequencies, to truly move to a different space and time and reality, because we are very creative. And when we got our focus in the right direction, we can bring amazing energies in. So I'm just laying this energy down here. It looks like paint on a canvas, but it is an energetic form. And I'm sending all that to all of you. And it's connecting and activating our heart chakras of humanity. We're going to just paint a target on the canvas. It's going to be the underpainting. I don't know if it'll stay as part of what we see or not. This is the cool thing. Oh, somebody is trying to call me. No calls right now, gang. Didn't even know Facebook could do that. Anyway, we are working in a manner to set up an energy pattern that is opening a doorway or a portal. And if you like, just see if you can tune in and feel this yourself as I'm working. This is just like a very important lesson that comes with this intuitive painting process, is that it really is how we create our lives. We imagine something, we make a decision, then we put it into form. If we don't like it, we can paint over it. So imagine that's what we're doing with our reality and this humanity right now, is that we're bringing in a different energy to bring in a different reality. And you're part of that. I'm not the only one here. You're with me. Your intention's here. You want to receive this healing, you want to be part of it. So imagine that this is absolutely a piece of you and I and all of us working collectively to create a different reality. Now, I really do feel this wonderful little whimsical creature. It's a female energy. So these energies I'm putting in now, imagine I've got the ocean, the sea. Again, this is very abstract. It's going to come in many layers, just like life. I'm working a little smaller than I have been, but this is a series of symbols start to show up as I make each stroke, and they talk to me. They tell me a story. I'm here interpreting frequencies. Each of you who are sensitive do, whether you're aware of all that the frequencies mean or not. We're always interpreting energy. So I'm interpreting this energy, and as you can see, this diamond shape is turning into a divine feminine symbol. This energy where this darker blue is actually the symbol of the yoni, the divine feminine. Imagine that is exactly what we are anchoring in, is the healing of that through the waters of life. And that as we do that, the divine masculine is completely connected, always, 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 always. And imagine it's the heavens above coming together with the divine feminine energy of Mother Earth below. So we're just going to bring these energies and colors in. And you'll notice that it looks this way now. It's going to be entirely different when we're at the end of the next hour. I like that we've got sacred geometry coming in, and these colors are foundational. We've got these turquoise blues along with these other greener greens, and they are activating our capacity to express ourselves from a higher manner and to be connected completely to our heart spaces, which is very important for our healing right now. Most of you are used to seeing a face come right on the canvas. Well, it's going to look a little different today. I'm working with energy flows and grids, creating a protective grid. Everything I can tell. We also need to have some more fun. Life's been a little too serious. And indeed it is serious. But our souls are wanting us to redirect inward into our creative intelligence, our soul's intelligence, the capacity to create anew. So I want you to think about that as a theme as you watch what's happening here on the canvas. This is the Amabie coming on to canvas as far as I can tell. She is a water spirit. She is a spirit of the oceans. She is, in one way, a mermaid. In another way, she's a creature that's a little different than what we're used to, because she's got all sorts of other energies, such as this energy of what looks more like a beak. Maybe she's got a mask on. Maybe she's prepared for these things of this world that are toxic, and she knows how to protect herself. She breathes differently. I actually think she's born of both the heavens, the air, and the seas. And that she's here to send us some energy. She's got very different looking hands and arms. They're more webbed. She knows how to move through the ocean of life. She comes out of the waters. So imagine she's wanting to throw us a lifeline here to know how to navigate these times. She's here to bring us energy so that we can truly be different. We can evolve through this. She's a bit of a wild woman. I want to thank all the mythologists and the storytellers who tell of her coming out of the waters to help the people to shift. Imagine we've got lots of spirits coming out of the waters right now to have life coming out of the ethers to support us. Imagine a mermaid having more than a couple of legs. Isn't that a trip? It's like, okay, how do you look here? He's like, don't worry about it. Just pretend. So with that said, pretending, she's like, okay, what if you pretended you have this spirit guide, this helper, imagined that she's very powerful and that she's here to protect you. This is all your other angels, guides, and helpers. She wants you to lighten up. She definitely has that energy to lighten up. I love this blue color she's having me put in now. It's like, it's very soothing. I hope you can see that color. Maybe you can't. But it is very soothing and part of what cleans the energy. One of her powers is to help move you out of the current trance that you've been in. Y'all been in a trance? You've been in a trance watching the news. You've been in a trance with your concerns. You've been in a trance wondering where life is going. You ever consider that maybe you've been in a trance of just living this life from day to day and not knowing where you're going? Well, imagine she is here to move you out of that trance. She's here to wake you up. But maybe that is the piece of something that we're all working on together, is to clear away any place where we are sleeping. All right, I'm asking her for more guidance here with her colors, and she wants to bring in this, I'm going to be curious how it looks, some pink energies of her heart medicines. I'm going to try and put you where you can maybe see this a little better. She's quite a character going on here. And when I paint over something, don't worry about me messing it up. It's kind of how this process really works. Life is about layers. Constantly looking and correcting, seeing a little more clearly. She is showing me a little bit more about her bright glow. She has a glow to her. She wants me to bring in violet energy into that glowing body that she's bringing. She says she has the capacity to be like a chameleon, to shapeshift. And she wants to give you that quality. to actually use that as a superpower, to use it as a power to transform not only your identity in a manner that supports you in being fluid and flexible, capable of great change and expansion and growth. And that's part of your protection if you will imagine that you can change colors and glow more brightly, that you have that somewhere inside of you. This is a real different painting for me. It's kind of fun. She laughs. She's like, we need to have more fun, y'all. Truly, truly. Break out, do things that you normally don't do. Now's the time for it. Do something new. Do something different. If you don't like it, try something else or do it again. Notice this is part of the process of really being a creative where you're not afraid to make change. So she's bringing this energy, and you notice I painted out some of her face. It's all good. I'll go back in and bring these patterns in of her expansive, glowing self. I feel plants around her. As I'm painting her, see what you feel. Notice what energies you feel coming in. Notice what, before I make a stroke, if you get a sense of it. She is a wild woman. She's showing me some interesting parts and pieces, like she's a tripod here. It's kind of wild. Using that word wild, but I kind of like it. And I encourage all of you to also call any other spirit guides, helpers, angels, beings that would like to come in right now. They may show up in the painting or simply in your energy field. Just imagine that they're all coming to support us, vibing up. You know, there are spirits that many cultures use to protect their homes that are kind of scary. Kind of glad she doesn't look too scary. She's actually quite a joy here. All right, I'm going to do a drawing over this energy. It looks pretty abstract and funky right now. We do funky. As I'm talking to her, she tells me that she's actually this beautiful goddess, like a bird-beaked goddess. I'm like, yep, that's what it looks like now. But if you look with your heart, you'll see her benevolence. You'll see past this appearance that she's given us just for this moment. She's gonna light us all up, help us try and look past illusions. Swear it is like she's got a mask on. So too often we, as humans, get really stuck on physical appearances and we can't see the truth and the essence of a being. And she's quite magical, quite beautiful in so many different ways. She wants you to look for that, even if she looks very, very different than something that you would normally see. Her hands are up to send us energy ultimately here. Just like this world looks pretty different than what we're used to, she wants you to take a look at where's the beauty? Where do you find that in this energy that is taking place in the world? There's the energy of cleaning away coming in. It's very connected to the heart. She knows how much I love the symbol of the Sacred Heart. She's showing me its powers. She's going to give me some symbols up and above what you'd normally see on her as this, what we call this Amabie spirit. She's bringing in some angelic energy now to connect us to that higher dimension. She wants to put wings on her heart. She said that's how we fly. When our heart is light, our heart is free. That's the only way you'll ever fly. So it's time to lighten your hearts. What do you need to forgive in your world? Can you forgive the current state of affairs? Can you forgive people that maybe weren't kind to you or weren't of the same opinion? Can you forgive the fact that we're in an unknown situation that's frightened you? Can you forgive yourself for anything you think you've done wrong? Or any way you've been wronged? It's really important for us to clean out the virus in our lungs that's related to the lungs here, this epidemic virus, COVID virus. It's a virus that's attacking particularly the respiratory system. Guess what? It's all about grief. What do you need to grieve? As you cry tears of loss, as you let go, as you grieve what is no longer, you'll be protected from this or any other virus that wants to attack your lungs. You're going to strengthen your immune system. You're going to strengthen your spiritual and your physical self. It's very important that you truly take time to tend to your heart and your lungs, your care, and letting go of anything that has caused you to grieve. The grief might be because things are just changing. That's okay. Sometimes it's hard to change. But it's important to attend to your emotional self. I think that's another piece why she is a water spirit, one of the oceans and one of the air. I really get that strongly. As much as she comes out of open seas, is that she brings in this energy of the higher realms. She wants us to really get a new perspective as we clean away the things that have gotten stuck in our world, in our lungs, in our heart spaces. Hope you can see her. She's very whimsical. As I'm painting and talking, where do you need to lighten up? What part of your life would you like to let go, wash away? Imagine she's bringing in the power of water to clean. I'm asking her more about her story as a mermaid and as this magical spirit. She's telling me that she was once in human form, that she's experienced that. Part of her beauty beyond this beak is from lifetimes of being a beautiful woman on earth, not of the seas and not of the air. She's worked in all of these areas. And I get this sense that she was cast to the sea. I don't know if I know why at this point, but I'll tell you, she'll tell me. It's because she was very powerful. People became afraid of her because she was so powerful, which was actually a very strange thing because she's very benevolent. Isn't that the way it is sometimes? It's benevolence people misunderstand. So it's time to return to that heart benevolence to clean away misunderstandings that we've held against ourselves or anyone else just because they were different. She's been around for a very, very long time. So she's telling me a little story here that'd be very good for you if you, some of you know this, but some of you may not. It'd be very good for you to use these times if you get afraid to clean, taking a sea salt bath, returning to that energy of salt water, letting it clean. It's like make a ritual Go in there for like 20 to 30 minutes in a nice salt bath. Put in like a pound or two. Yeah, you heard me right. Sea salt. You can add Epsom salts, but I'm talking sea salt. Dead sea salts or something wonderful sea salts. You don't know where to get any, let me know. I know where to get some. When you soak, that cleans your energy bodies, helps you release the fear so that it doesn't stick around. It helps you change, helps you transform. Move that energy that's stuck. I've been calling her a character here, which is kind of interesting. It's like she's got something to say about that. The importance of being your own person. That your power, your own personal power, is in your uniqueness. And that's really important, especially as we navigate change. If you're out of a job or you can't do what you're capable of doing, massage therapists, hairdressers, all sorts of people are maybe having to sit at home right now and work in a different manner or not work at all. Well, she's reminding me of your uniqueness goes beyond whatever job you have in this world, and that you have a lot of gifts, and that you may have gifts that have set aside for a while because you've had a particular job in the world. And it'd be very awesome for you to explore how you can do things differently in these times. And I'm probably going to have a dog bark, but how you can go into gratitude as you reflect as to all the gifts. It could be how you know how to treat people. It could be maybe you're an artist too, and you got a particular interesting idea that you have time now to express. It's good for meditation and reflection into what is your unique gift? What do you give to the world? It could be kindness. It could be all sorts of things. That's an important thing to be connecting to in these times. That can bring you healing. Can bring you a perspective that may actually excite you. I was just talking to a friend who's a lawyer. She might be watching. Hello if you are. And this time is giving her a full-on reset opportunity and how she does what she does, which I think is incredibly perfect. And an affirmation that we're given exactly what we need when we need it. We can just pay attention. Okay, you'll see her coming together here. And even as an artist working on this totem spirit guide protector, it's very interesting because she looks so different. I think I've done a lot of different art over the years, but she is very different in appearance than what I'm used to doing. And I think how interesting it tweaks the ego a little bit. Say, oh, do you guys like her as much as Ramona? It's like, oh my gosh, it's not about that. She's like, see, I gotcha. She's talking to me now. That thing of what is beautiful. And am I giving you that? So she's chuckling that she got me too. Just bringing in some brighter energy as we do this. It's still abstract. Oh, I feel some energy on that coming in. Okay, get this cleaned up here. She wants everything to lighten up, including all of us. It's very interesting as I work with her that it's very different. We work in thinner layers and she's not like that. It's like life right now is not like anything we're used to. You know, every stroke I paint is metaphorical. It's a way to teach. Now this symbol, this image of her, is said to protect against epidemics, illness. So when we're done here, we're going to broadcast that to each and every one of you. Use as you desire as an energy of protection, and who can teach you, support you in this time. It is like she has a mask on. I want you to imagine looking beyond the mask. Right now, we have to go out into the world with a mask on, most of us, I do believe. Can you see people beyond their masks? Can you see yourself beyond a mask? Do you have one that you need to take off right now? Her lower part wants to be different. Violet tones coming in. Feel a lot of energy connected to that violet flame of Saint Germain. It's got tones of turquoise blue in it, but it still brings in these magentas and energies of violets. This is part of her superpower for transforming, I understand. It's like this portal. You think of a portal being like going into a black area, like a black hole. And this portal has light. That's the back. Some painting, I'm thinking, would have been easier to put this in the background to begin with. And it's like, and she laughs at me. She says, that's one of the teachings. Having the capacity to be present is to be able to change and to flow and not be stuck in what you've done before. Isn't that a big teaching for all of us? Can't get stuck in the past where we've been. But this is not that, and it's not going to be that. You have to continue to create anew. That's our lesson. That anything is possible if we'll stay present. And yes, it can get much better than where we've been. If only we'll stay present. There's always a new possibility. Looks like I messed up over here, but she's like, you're correcting, just keep correcting. That's what art can be about. It's a great teacher. If you don't like what you see, change it. She's got scales, be her fish part. She's got a beak, will be her bird part. She's got human form, which connects to us. She's got wings here at her heart. to me is her angelic part that she showed me. She's bringing in all this energy, all these different places. And then she's considered a water spirit. Some of you don't know this. I don't know how many do, but I used to do cartoons many moons ago. Caricatures. I think she has a little bit of that, for sure. She brings in that playfulness. Said our lives are a little bit of a caricature right now, are they not? They're not what we're used to. It's interesting as I'm getting down to her legs, I feel energy of transformation. And I think that has to do with what we're bringing to Earth symbolically. As an intuitive, I always trust that when I get a particular feeling with what I'm doing, it's about paying attention. And I feel like she's given me a message that as we touch this earth, we have to learn to respect it. We have not respected Mama Earth here. And we need to respect that our bodies are made from this world, from this earthly elements here. And that if we will take better care of our bodies, we'll have a better immune system. If we take better care of the earth, we'll have a better food. But we've got to pay attention, folks. The earth is very powerful, much more than us little humans. We need to love, honor, and respect her. If you're watching my video, I would imagine you do, but it needs to be said. We need to work on it. This third eye thing going on here. Giving her a little crown of energy here. Sending out light. Let's get this joyful energy coming from her right now about getting out of your comfort zone. Like, I think people are out of their comfort zone. She's like, just go for it. There's lots of benefits in that. So it wouldn't hurt any of you to laugh at yourselves and play a bit. Okay, we're going to get a little bit more going on here. Gotta have the right tools to make things work here. We're not sure we got them. She wants me to bring in these wispy, spirally energies, build up patterns of movement. Making sure I got the right tools here. This green energy is heart medicine. Need more of it. Great big splat there. Okay, that was interesting. Her heart got all energy, got messed on. We'll come back and get that in a second. So this is interesting. I always find when I think mistakes happen, which I don't think they're really mistakes at all, they just appear to be mistakes, that paint flew right into her heart and it became dark. I think that's life. That it gets to be expanded into new color. And everything that's underneath is part of what creates the beauty of the next piece that comes in. A little heart healing on her. Okay, this is a little bit for now. I think I'll come back and play with her some more after a while. I want you to tap into that playful, whimsical part of yourself and say hello to your little priestess spirit here. I'm going to turn this around so you can take a look at this. Her name is Amabie. She is a Japanese spirit of the waters, and she comes in a manner that is to clean away anything of illness, to protect us from that, and to bring abundance. She's a wild woman. I have a feeling she's got a lot more to say than what I'm doing right now. But I hope she's entertained you. I hope you can feel the energy. She's very different than what I did last time. And she's here to bless you. So I'm going to do more, bring her into fruition. I'll get a picture of her and send out to everybody. Use to keep you safe and to bring more of her story. So thank you all for everything. I hope this is a blessing. All right, bye.